Shalom, one of the Star of Souls, by giving all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kadash, double honors to the Apostle, Great Millstone, and honors you brothers doing the work of the Most High in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh is the real name of whom the world daily calls God, Jehovah, or Yahweh. His real name is Yahweh. Son's true name is Yahweh Shai, and when we pray Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahushua, by meaning in, meaning that, and Sham, meaning name to Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. It's a quick one. As you needed to go, just get some clothes and stuff, and literally the first brand that I saw, right, was a brand called Be Positive. Right, it's literally I walk in the store, I was kind of like just needed something, right? Walk in the store, and then literally Be Positive, the first thing that I see, right, and I was kind of just meditating on that, right, and about how, one, it was a spirit. Right, that happened, right? But then also it's just like, there's two aspects you can look at it, right? Certain times you may be going through something, right? But in the negative, in that negative lull, right, that the flesh may want to go into, right? Which is not saying we're just going to be laughing and joking all the damn time, hell no, right? But the point is, instead of wallowing in the in the flesh, it's like, okay, what's the spiritual thing to pick up from this situation, right? But then also there's the other bit of, ultimately, right, we've got hope, right? We've got something to look forward to, right? Priest that I always get, let me start off there, right? We've got something to look forward to. Right, it says 2 Peter 3:13, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, right? And, in this world, right, we look around and everything is, is wicked and stuff like that, which may, weigh upon the spirit, right? But the main thing is that the kingdom is coming, and there will be a time when righteousness reigns supreme on the earth, right? And that's what we're looking forward to, right? Whereas it's these people whose world that's ending, right? All of these heathens, right? They ain't gonna have a dominion and rulership ever again, right? Because what does the scripture say? Everlasting kingdom, right? Let's grab that as well. Where is it? Yes, this one. Daniel 7. I'm trying to see where to start from. Right. I'll start from here. Right. Daniel 7:13. I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like unto the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, right, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Right, so that nothing's gonna when the Lord comes and takes rulership over this earth, right, no one's ever gonna come and take that away, right? Every knee bow, tongue, right? And then let's grab this as well, right? This is Isaiah 45:23. I have sworn by myself, the word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness and shall not return, right? Because when you read the precept, Isaiah 55:11 as an example, the Lord said, basically what I say is going to happen, right? And goes on to say that unto me every knee shall bow and every tongue shall swear, right? So the Lord is the Lord is going to come back, right? Lord Jehovah is going to send his son back, right, to basically take rulership of this earth, right? And then from that point forward, right, it's going to be a beautiful kingdom. It's going to be it's going to be scripture says no eye has seen, right, nor ear heard. Right, but we read certain things. We read about a kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness. We read about the fact that there's going to be no more pain. We read Isaiah 2, right, that there's going to be no more wars. Right, is Revelation 21:4, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Okay, and what's not to look forward for that, right? That sounds like something great to me, right? And then also the fact that right now, right, Jake is through, but in the kingdom, right, Isaiah 60:21, it says, "Thy people also shall be all righteous; they shall inherit the land forever." So this point again about how we're not going to, people, nations aren't going to come up against us. Right, no one's going to come up against. We're not going to be in a position where, we're threatened, because the Lord is going to be with us. The Lord is going to change us. We're going to have them spiritual bodies, right? It says, "The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified." So that's also something to look forward to. A time when old Jake, right, is in a better state of mind, right? Because right now, majority of Jake are through. You walk up and down, you see Jake. Whether they be gang banging Jake, Jake that are in the Christian church, or Jake's into all manner of things right now. But there's going to come a time when the Lord is going to be working with us, such that all Israel shall be righteous, and that's something to look forward to. Right? That's our hope. That's our comfort. That actually this isn't forever. That it's these people's kingdoms that's going to go down. Right? Why? Because of great wickedness. This is Second Ezra's. Can't spell. This is Second Ezra's 15, right? And I'll start from 5. It says, "Behold," I'll start from 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." Right? So all of these, wicked people, they gonna get what they're gonna get. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled." So, so basically, when we're reading this destruction, right, is because of great wickedness that is happening on the earth, right? And I'm trying to remember how it's phrased, but the scripture says, let me see if it's this one. Yes, so this is Sirach 40, a similar thing. Sirach 40, and let me start from 9. It says, "Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood." Okay, so that is the that is the point, right? The Lord is basically saying that that the wickedness, right, has judgment, right? And that's just the case, right? And once again, that's what we look forward to the kingdom, right? Because all of these people are gonna get what it is that they have sown, right? Just in the same way we have joy when we hear that someone that has wronged us has basically been the Lord has brought judgment, right? That's one of the things we're looking forward to, right? That this place, that Esau's going to be brought down, that he's going to be brought returned back to his state, which is the basest of men, because right now the Lord has basically put him in this position, right, as ruler of the earth, right? And of course us flip the roles, right? We can grab that real quick, right? It's Ecclesiastes 10:7. It says, "I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth," right? So a complete role reversal, right? Then the other side, be positive, is what lesson am I getting from this particular situation? Because we are going to be brought low. So I didn't mean 10, right? We are going to be brought low, right? But the point is to endure. The point is to grow from these things, right? So I'm going to start from Sirach, the 2nd chapter. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, right? Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, right? And make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, right? And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And this is it. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." And that's where that's why ultimately, we look at these things, we're just there like, the growth. What can I learn? What can I take from this particular situation that the Lord has got me through, right? Because once again, when which I'm guilty of this, right? Where it's just like you get so like the flesh gets so taken by the negativity, right? That one can stop dwelling on what's the spiritual aspect, what growth is to be had from this, right? Now of course it comes eventually, but in the moment it's good, it's good to come out of that quickly, right? It's like, oh, that's happened, okay, what can I learn from this? What's the growth? What's the lesson? Right? Because that's it. Everything in this walk of ours, right? It's us we can take gleamings from it, okay? And then also was thinking of as well, Acts the 5th chapter. I'm just going to jump straight to the point, right? It says Acts 5 and where is it? Yes, and 40, right? I'll just 5 from 40, right? It says, and to them, and to him they agreed. And when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua, and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. Okay, so it's like, we just gone through this particular situation, but guess what? One, the Lord said we was gonna go through it, and two, now we're going through it. We must be them men, right? And that's the spirit that the apostles were in this particular scripture. Okay, so yeah, man, like I said, just a quick one, just on this idea of be positive, right? It's their world that's ending. Something you say every now and then, right? But it's the truth, right? It's their world that's ending. It's not ours. Ours is on its way. And each time we see videos going out, each time we see prophecy being fulfilled, each time we see new camps opening up, right? It's a joyous moment, right? Because we know that also our enemies are observing this, right? And then they're hurrying up the plans, right? So when we're seeing all of this work with AI, with this, with that, we are excited, right? Because yes, we understand it's going to be used against us to make us look crazy, right? But we also understand that is then Esau basically coming directly at us, which means that we will be very close, right, to what it is that we want, and that is the end of this man's kingdom, right? So as always, Lord, I was edifying. Till next time, I say, Shalom.